Did you know that frogs can jump over 20 times their own body length? That's like a human leaping across a basketball court in a single bound. Now let's hop into the world of frogs, a place teeming with wonder, color, and surprise. These little amphibians are full of surprises. They're not just green and slimy as you might think. No, they're incredible athletes and nature's very own superheroes. Imagine being able to jump a distance 20 times your size. That's a superpower, wouldn't you say? And it's not just about jumping. Frogs have eyes that swivel around, allowing them to see in all directions without moving their heads. How cool is that? And let's not forget their skin, which can be vibrant and colorful or perfectly camouflaged to match their surroundings. So next time you see a frog, remember, it's not just any creature. It's a tiny, hopping superhero with a world full of surprises. Now, doesn't that make you wonder what else these amazing creatures can do? Frogs weren't always frogs, you know. They start their lives as tiny eggs, then become tadpoles, and finally grow into the frogs we recognize. Cool, right? Now, let's dive into the fascinating journey of a frog's life. Imagine, if you will, a serene pond filled with countless tiny frog eggs. Each one is smaller than the tip of your pinky finger. These eggs are the beginning of a frog's life cycle. In about a week or two, these tiny eggs hatch into something that looks nothing like a frog. These are called tadpoles. Tadpoles might look like little fish, but they're actually baby frogs. They have long tails to swim around and gills to breathe underwater. Just like fish, they spend all their time in the water, darting around, munching on plant matter and algae. But this isn't their final form. After a few weeks, a tadpole starts to change. This change is called metamorphosis. Can you say that with me? Metamorphosis. That's a big word, isn't it? During this metamorphosis, the tadpole grows hind legs and then front legs. Its tail becomes shorter and shorter until it disappears altogether. The gills change into lungs because the tadpole is preparing to live on land as well as in water. By the end of metamorphosis, the tadpole has transformed into a froglet. A froglet is a young frog that's almost an adult, but not quite. It's a bit like being a teenager. The froglet now has lungs to breathe air and legs to hop around on land. Over the next few weeks, the froglet grows bigger and stronger until it's a fully grown frog. And that's how a tiny egg becomes a fantastic frog. This incredible transformation is one of nature's many wonders. It reminds us that change is a part of life, and that every stage of life is important. So, the next time you see a tadpole, remember, it's on its way to becoming a fantastic frog. Guess what? Frogs have superpowers. They can breathe through their skin and even see almost all around them without turning their heads. Yes, you heard that right. Unlike us humans, frogs do not need to twist and turn their heads to see what's happening around them. They have eyes on the sides of their heads that give them a near 360-degree view of the world. Now, that's what I call a superpower. But that's not all. Have you ever seen a frog wearing scuba gear? Of course not, because frogs have another superpower. They can breathe through their skin. They absorb oxygen directly from the water or air around them. This allows them to stay underwater for longer periods and even survive in low oxygen environments. Frogs are truly fascinating creatures with abilities that seem straight out of a comic book. Who knew frogs could be so super? Frogs come in all colors of the rainbow, from the bright red strawberry poison dart frog to the beautiful blue poison dart frog. Picture a frog in your mind. Is it green? Well, hold on to your hats because frogs can be so much more than just green. They can dazzle us with a spectacular display of colors. Did you know that the world's smallest frog, the Podopteran amoensis, is a dull brown? But don't let its color fool you. This tiny creature, no bigger than a housefly, is every bit as fascinating as its brightly colored cousins. Then there's the golden poison frog, a showstopper with its brilliant yellow hues. But be careful, its beautiful color is a warning of its deadly poison. And let's not forget the stunning glass frogs. They are mostly lime green, but their bellies are transparent, showing off their internal organs. So frogs aren't just green, they're a whole rainbow of colors.